Alright, so the next new clone slash Lord Vader lifter is coming to the game pretty soon. It's going to be Disguised Clone Trooper. I've already made the developer's insight, per usual. And we already know that this is very low effort, as this is the thumbnail thing, whatever you want to call it. And as you'll see very shortly, there's no animations, no GIFs for the moves. So yeah, this is a terrible kit reveal. Way to go, CG. So much effort. So great. But anyways, let's just get into it. Alright, so first off, it's called Covert Assault. You know, it's nice to be able to see what this looks like and what the character looks like, so that's cool. Final text. Deal special damage to target enemy. If Disguised Clone Trooper had Ruse, stun them for 1 turn, which can't be evaded or resisted. If target enemy was already ability blocked or stunned and all allies are Lord Vader, Grand Moff Tarkin, and or Darkside Clone Troopers, dispel all buffs on them and inflict Order 66 for 2 turns, which can't be copied, dispelled, or evaded. Oh, whoops, evaded or resisted. You know what I meant. Anyways, special 1. Well-executed ambush. Cooldown 3. Final text. Deal special damage to all enemies and deal 10% more damage for each stack of damage over time on them. 20% if Disguised Clone Trooper had Ruse. Stacking max 200%. All Darkside Clone Trooper allies gain advantage for 2 turns. If the target enemy was a light side, then you're also going to inflict them with healing immunity for 2 turns. If Disguised Clone Trooper had Ruse, healing immunity can't be dispelled or resisted, and inflict them with a stack of damage over time as well for 2 turns. If the enemy was a Galactic Republic character, then you're going to reduce their speed by 15 for 2 turns. If Disguised Clone Trooper had Ruse, then you're going to reduce their speed by another 15 and inflict them with a stack of damage over time for 2 turns. And if they are a Jedi, you're going to inflict them with offense down for 2 turns. If Disguised Clone Troopers had Ruse, offense down, can't be dispelled or resisted, and inflict them with a stack of damage over time for 2 turns. And I would imagine if this is some kind of Galactic Republic Jedi, then all of this should apply, because obviously they're light side, obviously they're Jedi, and obviously they're Galactic Republic. Which means they'd be getting a lot of crap on them. All these things that can't be dispelled and everything, as long as he has Ruse. And what is it? 3 stacks of damage over time for 2 turns. Kind of a pain in the cock, it sounds like. If you're on the receiving end. I mean, if you're on the giving end, this is kind of cool seeming. Anyways, unique 1. Clever Ruse. It's both Zated and Omicron. Final text. At the start of each of Disguised Clone Trooper's turn, if he was stealthed, he recovers 15% health and protection and gains 20% turn meter and Ruse until the end of that turn. When Disguised Clone Trooper attacks, he loses stealth. At the start of each enemy's turn, if Disguised Clone Trooper had stealth, all other Darkside Clone Trooper allies gain retribution until the end of that enemy's turn. If that enemy was a Jedi, Disguised Clone Trooper gains tenacity up until the end of that enemy's turn, which can't be copied, dispelled, or prevented. While in Territory War, so here's the Omicron portion, Ruse no longer expires until the end of battle. If an enemy inflicted with Order 66 is defeated, allied Lord Vader and Darkside Clone Trooper allies take a bonus turn. With Order 66 is defeated. Oh. So who would they take a bonus turn on, though? Because wouldn't the target be the one that was defeated? So, like, does it just automatically choose a new target, or how does that work? Anyways, Ruse. This effect triggers additional effects and abilities. Ruse is removed at the end of the turn. Yes, we've been seeing what Ruse does on each one. I figured that was going to be the case, because all along I've been thinking, what does Ruse do? If you have Ruse, then blah, blah, blah. But then I was thinking, oh, I get it. Ruse is probably just like one of these things that adds bonuses right here in the move. And sure enough, that's what this just told us. It triggers and abilities. Anyways, Decoy Squad 5 has a Zeta, unique 2. Final text. At the start of the encounter, Disguised Clone Trooper gains 30% offense, and if there was a Galactic Republic enemy, he gains stealth for 2 turns. Okay, so that's right out the gate. At the end of his turns, if Disguised Clone Trooper didn't have Ruse, he gains stealth for 3 turns. Okay. It's kind of weird though, because I almost feel like you want him to have ruse, because then he gets all those bonuses and stuff. The Zeta portion of this. If the target enemy had Order 66, Disguised Clone Trooper deals massive damage when attacking. If the target enemy was a Jedi or a light side unaligned Force user, he deals an additional instance of massive damage per relic amplifier level. Is that on himself or is that on the enemy? Because that obviously makes a difference. If you're a relic 9 and your enemy's relic 2, well then you're not going to do much. But if you're relic 9 and it's based on you, then you'd be destroying that mother effer. You know, this whole thing with light side unaligned Force users is kind of goofy too, because there's actually random light side unaligned Force users like Rey, Scavenger. She counts as that. So like he's going to have bonuses against her? She's nothing special. Especially not that version of her. Isn't there others that are kind of silly too? Like, I don't know, but I feel like there's more. Like Rey. That technically he's going to have boosts against. It's kind of goofy. Anyways, any comments? We got Crack. Okay. They're also on a deleted scene. Glad you guys are showing them off. Also, side note, you could say Imperial clones in the text of kits instead of Darkside clones. Sounds better. Or give them the Vader's fist tag. This is in response to a fact that they supposedly had, saying, you know, are you making these characters up? And they said, no, they're not. We're not. They're in a deleted scene. And they're in the Rise of the Empire book or whatever. So this person is just like, yeah, they're also in this. Cool, where's the actual kit art, though? Please don't tell me that's our kit art. Yeah, no, apparently it is, because that's a whole week later and we still have that nonsense. And no gifts, so that's cool. Right, or maybe the Lego version. Again, that has to do with this character. They said that it's also in the Lego games or whatever. That's what Left in the Cutting Room Floor refers to. Oh, talking to this guy about the Lego version stuff. That's not how synergy and tags work. Okay, not sure what that means. We will be getting a new Conquest kit reveal here soon, correct? That has to do with the new Conquest character that's coming. We don't quite have the kit reveal yet. We just have knowledge of the character coming, but that's all. It's getting really boring that every new release is just a spit in the JMK team's face. Kind of. How do I explain to my guild this is a real post? So basically having an instant kill without technically having an instant kill. So instead of Kat sniping someone of the Lord Vader team, she now gets sniped. Did I miss that? I don't recall seeing anything that was along the lines of an insta kill, but alright, that's cool, I guess. Well, anyway, Disguised Clone Trooper. Crappy low effort kit, crappy thumbnail, whatever the heck this is called, crappy lack of gifts, and I don't know, goofy kit, all things considered. But anyways, I guess that's all. So, yeah, until next time. See ya.